Good morning, Jennifer, and welcome to Hometown Living.
Good morning and happy early birthday.
Well, thank you so much. I'm so excited. Although I say to myself, I can't believe I'm going to be the age that I certainly don't feel my age.
You don't look it either.
Well, thank you.
Because I know how old you are.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So tell me a little bit about Ripples in the Water.
So Ripples in the Water is an organization, it's a social enterprise organization that my uncle actually started in 2020 to continue on the legacy of my grandmother, Barbara Vance Brandy. She is a local civil rights icon here locally, and we just wanted to continue on her legacy in this way.
So tell me a little bit about your grandmother.
Oh man, my nana, that's what I call her. We all do. She was an amazing woman. She was the very first African-American woman to work at the Robertson's department store downtown. And then when it became an actual apartment complex, she was one of the first residents. So it kind of was like one of those full circle moments. And we used to walk down to the library and she would take all of her grandchildren down there. She was very into literacy, arts and entertainment, just an amazing woman. And so with the organization, we want to take some of her passions and use that to give back to the community.
So you guys have an event coming up.
We do. So in conjunction with Women's History Month, we are partnering with the Civil Rights Heritage Center, which we absolutely love. They have used her story of the little girl in the red bathing suit as their symbol for the museum. And we are partnering with them to just talk about civil rights in our community, give a little history about what civil rights meant to her, and it's free of charge, March 13th, so we hope that people will come out and support.
So there's a story about the little girl in the red bathing suit.
Yes.
So tell us about that.
So when my nana was a little girl, about 8 or 9, her grandmother sewed her a red bathing suit. And they walked down to the natatorium, which is on West Washington Street, where the museum is now. And they weren't allowed to go inside because they tried to swim on the day that wasn't allowed for African Americans. And so they were turned away at the door, and it was just one of those stories that just stayed with her. I mean, growing up, she used to tell the story, and she would remind us about how because of that inability to swim, blacks had to swim at like Pinhook, and there were, very unfortunate situations that would happen because that area wasn't very safe. And so when IU and IU South Bend and began this project, they allowed her to be the first person to walk in the door, and that was the first time she had ever been in the building. So that was, man, I can't even remember. It was in between baby 1 and 2 for me, so it was a while ago. But it's just we want to just continue to remind people of the legacy, how far we've come, and we want to give back to the community however we can.
Now, I read there's a book series, too, that's going to go along with this. Yeah. So tell me about that.
So my uncle is writing a book, just kind of highlighting that. And it's going really well. We had some local children do some of the artwork for it. So he's working on putting that together.
What's the big dream for Ripples in the Water?
Oh man, we want people to make a ripple every day. We tied in Ripples in the Water with the symbolic of the pool. And so if you wake up each day and say, I want to make a ripple, it could be big, it could be small, just whatever you can do to make a difference. And then ask yourself at the end of the day, did I make that ripple? Mm-hmm. What can I do to make sure tomorrow I can make that ripple? So we just hope that people remember that.
What would your grandmother say about the work that you're doing now?
She was a feisty woman. So if she wasn't critiquing, she would definitely give some goals. She would tell us, well, I think, and she would share ideas, and we would definitely include her in, but we definitely don't want this to end. We want to take it outside of our community, outside of South Bend, make it national, make it we have big dreams, and so we're going to do everything we can, and we just need the support from the community to help us get it going.
What does it mean to you? You've always had a philanthropic side to you.
I know.
What does it mean to you to be a part of something that's so personal?
It's amazing. I mean, my uncle and I had a really long conversation about a month or so ago about it, and I feel like in this point in my life, I just recently turned 45, that this is my place. This is where I need to be. I need to invest myself in something more personal. Mm-hmm. I have all these skills and I've been so blessed. And I don't say that to be braggy, but you know, I can now create that agenda. You know, I can give back the way that we as a family wish to. And then this will also provide opportunities for our children's children, you know? And so I'm really, you know, I'm excited and nervous at the same time to be stepping into the official director of operations for this, for our family foundation.
Well, you're going to do a great job, and your grandmother would be very proud of you.
I appreciate it. It's so great to see
Good
you.
to see you too. If you would like to learn more about Ripples in the Water and their upcoming event, just head over to ripplesinthewater.org. You can also follow them on Facebook.